Hello everybody, my name is Invicta, and welcome back to Megabonk here on the channel. Today we're going to be playing as Noelle, one of the characters that got a major overhaul, who's been absolutely dominating the leaderboards. If you don't see, if you want to see for yourself, yeah, it's all over the place. And also, Krendor beat me by 40,000. He even beat Dyrus, so we can't have that. I'm not saying it's going to happen on this video, but I'm definitely going to be gunning for it. Here are my unlocks for those of you who want to see it. These are all the items that I have currently enabled right now. It's pretty standard. I don't really like the energy core. I mean, energy core is okay, but I'm trying to dilute the legendary pool a bit. I'm going to also try to go with the Shattered Knowledge item, just because it did get buffed and apparently was not working, but now it is. So I want to see how much damage it does. And then here's the rare loadout. Still don't really know what Brass Knuckles does. The game does not tell you exactly what the range is on that. And then our tomes, I'm probably going to go for a Chaos Tome, Curse Tome, XP Tome, and either Attack Speed Tome or Duration Tome, if I can find it. Where's the Duration Tome? It's one of these. Or there it is. Yeah, gotta turn that on. So duration is the duration of your attacks and projectiles, which includes, I believe, the frost duration. So how does the new Frostwalker and enduring stack work? Basically, it increases the damage by 0.02% per enemy that is frozen currently. Now, this is something different than I had on the stream. I misconstrued what the buff was to Noelle originally, and it also got changed from duration to size, by the way, per level. So what I misconstrued in the patch notes was the fact that it's only for currently frozen enemies. I thought that she gained permanent damage scaling based on how many enemies she's frozen throughout a run. That's just not true. So I was misunderstood on that one, which is my fault. So sorry about any confusion that may have caused. And we'll see where it goes. We'll see how this one ends up going here. We're going to go start off with luck. Obviously, we need some luck there. Lifesteal is important, but we're going to be taking earlier chests, and I'm going to try to at least make it happen. Challenge of the Mountain here, or the Boss Challenge Shrine, or whatever you want to call it. We got Aura. I mean, Aura's fine. I'm not a huge fan of Aura for Noelle. I feel like every time I picked Aura on her with the new buff, lifesteal there, with the new buff, I feel like I'm not getting a chance to freeze stuff because Aura is just killing everything. So we'll see how well it scales versus the scaling of Frostwalker, but I do still like Aura. Aura is one of the top tier items in my opinion. There's a shield, baby. All right, we got some bits and pieces already working. Now I want to bring up a comment that multiple people, not just one person, has been saying on the Megabonk videos, is that I'm kind of crippling my runs a little bit by not taking early chests. I tend to wait until the very, very end of the level before I start actually opening chests. And the main reason why I do that, and most people do that, is because you want to try to maximize your luck before, and your items if you can, before actually going for one gold game there, and XP Tome. Why I do it anyway, I'm not going to speak for anyone else, but why I do it is because I'm trying to maximize our luck based on, or before we even open up our first chest. So you always want to have the maximum amount of luck possible as far as you can go, but you definitely shouldn't skip an entire stage of chests, which I've done a couple of times. So yeah, we're gonna go Ice Crystal here. Moldy Cheese, I love it, but Ice Crystal directly helps out with not only the Duration Tome, but also the Enduring passive for Noelle. So gonna go Ice Crystal. It became top tier as soon as it came out, and yeah, that and Ice Cube, oh baby. Projectile speed, movement speed, lifesteal. Gonna go, give me more lifesteal. There's the Chaos Tome, and then we're gonna probably get the Curse Tome handed on. Global Proj count, 1.5. Not that big of a deal. Obviously, Frostwalker does not have any projectiles. It only scales off of attack speed and damage, which I thought about going for attack speed on Noelle, but I don't think it's necessarily the right call. It does help out Aura, and it helps out Flamewalker. Might be going a little too big for our britches here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how powerful the passive is for Noelle. And we get a legendary Shady Guy. Wow. I mean, What a choice here. You got to go Soul Harvester. Soul Harvester is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, early to mid-game legendary that exists. I think you got to go for Soul Harvester. And it's as much as I love to have the Sucky Magnet, Soul Harvester is just incredible. Trying to freeze these enemies here. Elite spawn, HP regen, pickup range. I'm gonna go pickup range. Unless we get the magnet, which I'm not planning on to right now. And so we're gonna have 3 bosses come up, I believe. We go duration here. Oh, we got 4 chunkums, okay. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Don't really have a whole lot of size, and we don't have a shield right now. Now we do. We only have level 1 Aura and level 2 Frostwalker. Big duration tome. So the concept here, this is the first time I've ever taken the duration tome in any run. So the concept that I have is essentially what I want to do. Gotta get this gold skeleton. Oh, never mind, he's gone. What I want to do is, in theory, if we have a lot of duration, that's going to extend the amount of freezing that we do. Combine that with Frostwalker as well as the Ice Crystal, and theoretically, we should gain a lot more damage than we normally would without having that duration. I do like the bow. Let me refresh here. Chaos Stone's better. Raj count plus 2.9 is pretty good. There's a shield here. Let's see if we can grab this one. We go Aura for the size. Swarm incoming. I hope that we can get back there and pick up Soul Harvester. Really hate how the I hate how Chunkum's attack still hits through shields. We also need an extra jump too. I'm just realizing that we don't have one. That bob and weave, bunny hop. Jump. Jump, bunny lady, jump. There we go. Soul Harvester, baby. Save us. Deliver us from these evils here. Difficulty's only 10%. It's real bad. Yeah, we're looking for difficulty. I'm gonna go Flame Walker, obviously. E-Tome here. Chunkum, the reckoning is at hand for Chunkum. Could go bow or lightning staff. I'm gonna wait for Aegis. Well, there's Aegis. Yeah, you gotta have Aegis. Aegis is just too strong. Got some gym sauce. Battery for attack speed. And more medkits. Here we go. Time bracelet for XP gain. Right before Suck Shrine's pretty good. Now, it's unfortunate that we took all of the boss chests without having a credit card. But being able to down 4 bosses at the very beginning at the 7 min mark's pretty dang good. At that golden skeleton, gonna take Golden Glove for now. It's basically just fodder until we find something worth microwaving, which of course we're gonna be looking for the keys. How many damage to elites? Elites tend to be an issue late game. So we're at full build at difficulty. We're at full build in terms of weapons. We're still looking for the Curse Tome. There it is, finally. Okay, so we're at full build now. So now is when we basically have to decide, are we going to start opening chests or not? I think by the 2-minute mark, I'll probably still open chest. I'm still holding out hope that we can get a little bit more luck. Gonna go XP Tome there. Charge Shrine over here, I missed. Really, really, really need extra jumps here. Atom Bomb. A little too early for us to use it against the swarm. 8% crit, that ain't too shabby. So we have not been basically anywhere on this side. We also missed a charge shrine behind us. Not behind us, but down to the southwest. Lifesteal, gold gain. Lifesteal's 13%. Give me more gold gain. Gold's going to be obviously very important. I've just been really valuing gold gain a lot lately. Comes from all those Robinette runs that we've been doing. As always, everybody, thank you very much for the support on the Mega Bonk series. Still loving the game. Always new stuff to check out. Always new challenges to beat. Plus, hey, look, every time Krendor beats me, y'all get another video at least. So it's not often that Krendor gets to beat me at something. So can't let him have the satisfaction of being in first. Jumps, there we go. Not even a question. E-tome there. Difficulty sitting at 50% now. We've caught up pretty well. I'm going to start opening up chests now. That's all great. Okay, we've done our full circuit. And here come the pretzels. Yes, Frostwalker for size. We basically want our Frostwalker to outscale the size of Aura if we can. Flamewalker needed a lot of love. Idle Juice. Idle Juice is pretty good. Yeah, there's a rage buff here. I may just camp this rage buff and wait for the bosses. Probably gonna need it. See Soul Harvester doing a majority of the work here, the very heavy lifting. The duration tome for that one, obviously. The magnet. We go Chaos Tome, give us another duration buff, 16.8%. Or health regen. Hopefully we get Holy Book. Chaos Tome again, XP gain, nice. Yeah. Keep buffing up Aura. 15 seconds before the bosses hit, and this is going to be kind of brutal. Hoping that we get another rage buff or a shield buff or something, because yeah, it's going to be rough. The Demonic Soul, great. Every kill that we get gives us 0.01% additional damage, and on top of that, it goes up to 100%. It caps out, but if you get multiple levels of it, then it increases the cap, obviously. Gonna go Aura again for size. We're pretty much gonna have to go right to the boss portal as soon as we're done destroying the stone golems here. There we go. 4 bosses down. We get more attack speed. It's great for Aura. I don't know what I took there. I just kind of skipped it. The key finally. I don't remember seeing a microwave on this floor though. Okay, we don't need any more. Boss Buster's great. Love Boss Buster. It's 15% extra damage against bosses and elites. We gotta get a move on here. I don't like skipping shrines though. Go XP gain there. We'll hit the Suck Shrine while we're on our way to the boss. Bosses. First tome. XP tome. Duration tome. So anyway, that's my theory. I don't know what the top builds are using. I don't really care. But the duration tome to me makes the most sense. But it could be just a bad idea. I don't know. Gotta watch out for those air-walking bosses. You know how much they love to just kind of randomly just jump in the air and climb nothing. Very hard to take advantage of idle juice whenever we can't stand still. I'm hoping one of these bozos decides to drop a power-up can help us out here. Lifesteal keeping us in the game. Yeah, there's a time stop over here, but we got pinned against that tower. Attack classes, which is going to give us a 20% bonus damage increase to enemies that are 90% HP or higher, which means that our initial hit essentially is going to hit for 20% more damage, which is good. That's good for taking out early to mid-game opponents. Oh, that's right. He's in the air. Sorry. Forgot. He's slightly 3 feet off the ground, so none of our attacks hit. Chaos stat, power up multiplier. There we go. We got them all down. Gonna go XP tome here. Flame Walker, Frost Walker. Duration tome. That was a legendary upgrade. And we got a red credit card. Nice. And Cursed Grabbies as well. So big boss drops at the end. Even Moldy Gloves too. Moldy Gloves ain't bad either. Okay. Get an extra bonus chest. Now with a red credit card, every time we open up a chest, it's going to increase our damage by 2.5%. And if you get enough keys where you can utilize that, you're going to be in a good spot. This game is all about scaling. Scale, scale, scale. I'm not going to worry about getting the XP here. We're just going to kind of leave it as is. Like to leave here with 4K kills if possible. Soul Harvester should do a lot of the heavy lifting for us, but we don't have it. We don't have a super strong build right now. A lot of our weapons are very, very underleveled. Gonna go for XP. So I don't know what's up with that visual bug there with all the coins and silver just kind of spinning. At 4,000, 5,000 would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. One difficulty there. Okay, 130 is when the next sort of tier of swarms happen. Difficulty again. Crap. Almost 4,500. I'll take it. Level 50 is not too terrible for the first stage, so I'll take that. Not a bad run we got going on here, but obviously we got a long way to go. Soul Harvester is absolutely going to help us out. Gotta go luck there. Very, very low on luck right now, only 21. Cast Tome, power multiplier is trash. At glasses, we need to start thinking about banning common items now. For luck. He didn't have the challenge mob thing over his head. Okay. One big old dead end, isn't it? Sure is. Get the boss challenge shrine here and also the greed shrine, and now we have a long way to go to catch back up to where we were. A really, really, really bad ravine. The ice crystal's fantastic. We now have 15% chance to freeze enemies on hit. Second mountain shrine's been hit as well. Third ice crystal's fantastic. Got a free one there, thankfully. Though it was free anyway. Definitely want to get more size here, which means we want to get more levels. Every level Noelle gets, she gains 1% size, so very quickly you can get a lot bigger. Gonna go size here. Yep, got the gold skelly, no problem at all. And if you take a look at our damage scaling, it's 3.1 right now. Drops down to 2.5. But with a lot of duration, it can ramp up really, 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 really fast. We got 3 Chunkums coming up. Have to upgrade the base damage of Flame Walker. Wish we had some cheese on this run. Oh, don't climb up there. I don't know if we're hitting all 3 of them, but... So the sort of litmus test, I talked about this, I don't remember which video it was, but my litmus test for are we dealing enough damage, is our build strong enough, is if you can't beat the bosses before the swarm, you are behind. And this is the case here. We are slightly behind, but this rage buff is going to help us out. Getting another 7.5% damage scaling here from these chests is also going to be beneficial. Actually, we're going to get 10% damage up here because there's a 4th chest down there. A chance from Forbidden Juice. Yeah, epic upgrade there for Aura. And Oats. Shady guy over here. Dunks. The magnet. We're definitely going to need the magnet here. Okay, I mean, crit damage 15% is fine. Cursed Tome, Cursed Tome, Tome, Cursed Tome, SP, Cursed Tome, Chaos Tome, max HP 44, Vibration Tome. Give me movement speed. Lux, great. Lux currently sitting at 36%, which is not great, but better than nothing. Flamewalker damage and duration. Our Flamewalker, as you can see here, those attacks are lasting forever on the ground. Jump, baby. Wrench. Home. Really, really, really turned up the difficulty here. Difficulty's at 121 now already. Which is 1/6 of the way where we want to be. Turbo Socks. Oh my god, you jerks. SP Tome. Probably should have gone difficulty there. I go size again. Give me the feathers. Good life steal here. Aegis is for a throwaway upgrade. Ugh, this is real bad. I guess Flame Walker. Vibration Tome. Aura for size, Aura for size. Aegis for throwaway. Not getting great upgrade options right now. We'll get some luck. Need to get this luck from. Yep. Gonna need the gold. Chaos Tome. Give me movement speed. Just having a ton of duration definitely helps out a lot on the Flamewalker side of things. Campfire. Campfire's going to give us a heal anytime we're standing still. So if we do end up somehow getting Kevin, which I don't see happening at this point, if we do, we're going to be set. And then on top of that, we can get the Holy Book, I hope. Shrines over here and a golden chest. Luck sitting at only 42%, so we're not expecting a whole lot here. One for proj count. Okay. Let's start banishing things now. We don't need these. We have too many common items that are showing up right now. Max HP, I guess. I don't mind taking Golden Glove. 15% more gold gain is always nice. There's a legendary shrine over here, which I did not see until just now. Projectile speed. Thank you, Chaos Tome. There's all kinds of goodies over here. Electric Plug is very good if we get Kevin. Stonks over there, but we can't get to it right now currently. Our damage scaling should be going up and up and up. There's another Stonks. Take that one for show. Crosswalker, big size and damage upgrade there on the Epic. We go duration since it was uncommon. Go difficulty. I know the duration was there, but difficulty is more important right now if we're trying to push kills. More movement speed, ain't gonna turn that down. Difficulty, I guess aura. Duration. Sonic Soul is good. We go luck here. We need to find the boss portal too. I'm just not realizing. We get Kevin! Yo, okay. We could have something going here. Kevin's going to be an item that's going to damage us every time we damage enemies. And that's massive. Gas Tome gives us another duration. So, yeah. That's big. If we get some poison, too, man, we're going to be on fire. There we go. All three Stone Golems go down like a chump. Hey, like a chump. Hey. Took the Scarf. Cursed Doll finally getting one of those. And Thundermits. All right, we've got to find the boss. The only place we haven't been is the far, far, far northeast. That's where we're going to be heading. We get cheese. Nice. Things really, really coming together here on this floor. And our chest costs are already way too high, so... Aegis there. First Tome 156. Increased duration of Frostwalker is fine. XP Tome. Frostwalker. First Tome. Chaos Tome. Extra jumps 2.5. Nice. And yeah, we still gotta go for luck here. Although, no, give me a little bit of more attack speed. Let's see if Chad Barks can hold out here. Not necessarily going down as fast as I would like them to. Guess we just live up here now. Crosswalker base damage upgrade's nice. We need to get a power up here, otherwise we're going to be in a little trouble for the final swarm of these bosses. Now remember, we do have the Scarf, so we're dealing 50% more damage while we're airborne. Not the best power up, but it's something. We're roasting 2 of the Chad Barks. We're actually hitting all 3 of them now. There we go. All 3 bosses down, baby. Perfect timing as well. I'm going to take the Flamewalker base damage buff here. We just need it. Sonic Blade's kind of whatever. And Echo Shard, there we go. Echo Shard's great. Gives us just a chance for more XP shards to drop. Vendor over here. I think a second Idle Juice would be good here. Blurp Gloves are fantastic too, but the longer you stand still, the more damage you do. I haven't seen a single Moai head either on this map. Lifesteal. Help offset Kevin's craziness. Aegis. Aura. First Tome. Not a lot of XP there. Get Soul Harvester just going to absolute town here. Now Bush does give you an extra chest. You gotta be careful because he's no slouch. First Tome here. I don't exactly know where Bush is, but I don't know what we just got there. I think it was Chaos Tome. It gave us a movement speed upgrade. Whoa! Okay, apparently Bush can just fly, I guess. Okay, down goes Bush. We get a boss chest from him. Legendary upgrade for Aura. And we get Shattered Knowledge. Okay, so we did get it. I want to try it out here. XP shards now slice through enemies, dealing damage as they pass. Knowledge really hurts. I want to know how much damage it deals. The difficulty currently sitting at 177, so it's not very high. Oh my gosh, this is a legendary shady guy. We got to go for it. This is real risky, but could be definitely worth it if we can get the Holy Book. That'd be huge. Another Soul Harvester or Chonk Plate. We don't need two Soul Harvesters. We gotta go Chonk Plate here for the survivability. Chaos Tome again. Movement speed 19.2. 10 shield. Try not to jump too high because I don't want to get hit. Flung around all the map. There we go. We're back. This is the time where you really want to try to get as many kills as possible. If you're trying to get good, if you're trying to get up on the leaderboard, you've got to leave here with like 30, 40K. I don't know if we're gonna get there this time around. We might have a chance if I had the Sucky Magnet. But surviving until 2 minutes is not bad on the second stage. And we're only going to be dealing more damage thanks to Idle Juice. And remember, the Duration Tome is also building up Flamewalker over and over and over again. So wherever Flamewalker is going to be basically an impassable zone. These Wisps won't be able to do anything about. Keep upgrading the difficulty here. 193. We're a third of the way there, essentially. Aura again. we can get to 30, I'd be really, really pleased with that. And we haven't had a great run here in terms of luck. The stat and also the just luck in general. Cursed Tome. Cursed Tome. Cursed Tome. XP Tome. XP Tome. Gas Tome gives more proj. Duration Tome. I think the freezes are really helping too with those ice crystals. Chunk Plate definitely helps out. The regen. They are making their way through, but okay, we gotta go. 25K could have been worse. %, more damage thanks to Chaos Tome. All right, we got to make some serious gains here. I'm talking. We need to stay like 10 minutes after the final boss. I go for duration again. Our difficulty's starting to get up there, but we're not close to where I want to be. I go difficulty. Gonna help out a little bit. Just fell down there. I will get it in a second. There's a Moai head. Give me some jump height. No, we don't need any more Kevins. We banish Kevin here. I've been stuck with multiple Kevins and it's almost killed me. I think we reroll hard here. Green credit card, baby. It's a little late to the party, but it's better than not having one. So we used all of our rerolls just to get that. Give me proj count for the damage for Flamewalker. Beacon doesn't matter at this point. I guess golden sneakers for gold. Size for sure. Okay, we don't need more attack classes. Difficulty's only 221. It's got to be we have to get that to 600 before the end of this stage, basically. For Frostwalker. Oh, crit damage. And just look at the duration there and the size on Flamewalker. Absolutely roasting Stone Golem. Boss Busters, 15% more damage to bosses and elites. We get more attack speed, which is great for Aura. I only have 2 keys, so I'm not expecting any of them to proc at this point. We go gold gain. More attack speed. There was a free chest. Duration. Leggy shield and oh, it's free. Difficulty for sure. We have to get this difficulty up. 235 is way low. Another ice crystal is fantastic. More chests, the better. XP gain. XP tome. Look how clean our damage is keeping everything right now. Chaos Tome, I guess. Frostwalker, base damage, Curse Tome. Frostwalker, Curse Tome. Aegis, Curse Tome. Duration, Curse Tome. Aura's fine. XP Tome, I guess, because we didn't really have an upgrade there. Duration, I guess. Again, not a very good upgrade. Difficulty 261. We still have a long way to go. A wrench. I wish Chaos Tome would give us a duration upgrade. Or not duration, pickup range upgrade. Another wrench. For stonks. Gotta go back and get it. Pretty relatively weak swarm right there. There's the evasion ring, Chaos Tome for power up. Drop chance 14.7%. We'll take that. Base duration and damage upgrade for Frostwalker, Curse Tome, duration, XP, Curse Tome, XP, Curse Tome, Chaos Tome, XP, duration, XP, first. Yeah, I'll take Aura. Aegis, just for a throwaway. XP, Aegis for throwaway, duration, XP, I guess. Aegis for throwaway. Got a whole lot of money right there. The golden shield, that's going to help us out a lot. Remember, every time we get hit, we're gaining gold, and we've got Kevin, and we also found a microwave, but we can't afford it right now. Almost at 300%. We got to double that by the end of this stage. Gonna go attack speed there. He has extra jumps. Second swarm already. Base damage upgrade for Frostwalker. We'll gain. The aura is just clearing everything right now. For damage. Another ice crystal. So we should be freezing everything that we touch. And our damage scaling should go crazy on the final swarm. The key. The big duration and size upgrade for Frostwalker. I want to waste our upgrades right now on bad Chaos Tome upgrades. Base damage upgrade again. Aegis for the throwaway, duration for the throwaway, XP, E, first, epic upgrade for Frostwalker, First Tome, duration, cursed, XP, first, XP, I guess, duration, Aegis, or one's crit, elite spawn, increased crit damage. New Frostwalker upgrade, duration. I don't think our difficulty is going to be quite high enough, unfortunately. We can always hope, though. The big duration upgrade there. Wherever we go, we're just going to leave fire. I think Chunkum, I think they're stuck. I legitimately think they're stuck. They're running into each other. It's pinning them into each other. This is going to be an extra 2.5% damage and 2% luck, which I'll take. Phantom Shroud's Phantom Bad. Beer is more damage scaling, which is definitely what we need. First Tome. Got another key. So no more bosses, no more swarms the rest of this level. Now we just have to find things to get, things to buy, things to upgrade. Lots of charge shrines here, which is good because we don't have the sucky magnet, so real bad. Aegis, I guess. First tome. First tome. First tome. There's a vendor here. Bush as well. We might as well go grab him since we need the chests. We get the anvil! Might be a little too late for that, but we'll see. Big anvil here. Bush is just frozen. It might just be our freeze buff or debuff. He is totally frozen right now, just not even moving. All this for one extra chest doesn't seem worth it, but we're gonna go for it anyway. Duration Tome. Guess Aura, Duration Tome, Curse Tome. Anvil's going to give us 3 upgrade options to choose from. Or it's going to give us a third stat that it has a chance to give us a third stat to improve anytime we improve a weapon. Whenever it feels nice. Yeah, Bush is just stuck. He didn't even get through our Aegises. It's starting to get tough to see attacks. I'm going to have to turn down the opacity of the effect soon. I'm just going to do it now. 4%. There we go. Down goes Bush. See if it was worth it. And it absolutely was worth it for another chunk plate. Sign me up, brother. 3 chests there, okay. Another ice crystal there. Trying to buff our damage, our difficulty now. Almost at 400%, so it's not quite where I want it to be, but hopefully we'll get a few Cursed Tome upgrades, big ones. We need bigger ones than that. So at the end of the day, I don't know if the concept that I was going for works or not with Noelle. You would think that the duration, slowing everything down, it's really not going to pay off until the final swarm, because there's just so many enemies that attack during it that theoretically we could freeze a lot of enemies at once, and that should keep us pretty well fed in terms of our scaling. Another ice crystal. Upgrade there for a Frostwalker. Our attack speed is not really going to matter. I know that there's another shrine over here. Suck shrine. Difficulty again. Difficulty seeing at 422. Starting to get close, but no cigar. Another ice crystal, man. I have 8 ice crystals now. Microwaving keys doesn't matter anymore. I honestly think we could just go straight up damage. It's already too late to worry about luck, so I'm ignoring that. We could go cheese for more poison. Give me cheese. Super broke right now. Just hitting the cursed home hard here. Anytime I can. Thorns duration. Okay, at least we got some duration. We lost an attack speed, that's fine. As long as we don't lose any ice crystals. Okay, we got the cheeses. Clovers, kind of whatever. XP. Trying to get to this shield here. There we go. Okay, and there's a magnet over here. It's good. Rage buff is what I want as well. So hitting the Chaos Tome, or the difficulty Tome hard. Power up drop chance 18%. Ow. .503 on the difficulty now. Cursed Tome, Cursed Tome, Cursed Tome, Cursed Tome, Cursed Tome. It's creeping up. We're getting close to the cap. Chaos Tome, Duration Tome, Duration Tome, Cursed Tome, XP, Walker upgrade. Cursed Tome's level 96, so we're almost there. You start taking non-basic upgrades for the Cursed Tome. We can only level 3 more times, so yeah, we need big levels on the difficulty here. That is not it. No, we need big upgrades, game. There we go. So by 4. I'll take Flame Walker. E. Damage. Aegis. Come on, Cursed Tome. Gotta take it there. It's possible that we might get difficulty from the Chaos Tome. We're sitting at 577, which is almost at the cap. which is 600. You can go beyond 600 difficulty, but the scaling stops at 600. That's the difficulty cap you want to be going for if you're going for leaderboard runs. Gotta be careful now. We're not quite in one-shot range territory yet, but I can't be flying around like a maniac here. Really, really bad rolls on the upgrades here. And that's directly correlated with our luck as well, which is unfortunate. So the Cursed Tome is already leveled up. So it's maxed, and we're sitting at 577. I'm hoping that we can find another Greed Shrine if it's safe. Again, it's possible for us to get difficulty upgrades through the Chaos Tome, but obviously I want to take what matters. I want to take the big upgrades. At some point, we're going to run out of Duration Tome upgrades. Give us some damage here. Need more damage than that. The Cursed Doll is fine. Another Suck Shrine over here. I'm not going to hit this until I have to. Crosswalker's nice. Chaos Tome still has a ways to go. We have 50 levels to gain on 59 levels on Chaos Tome. So we've got definitely a good chance of maxing out our difficulty through that. If RNG favors us. This is a really bad one. I'm just gonna skip. There is another magnet. Oh, we forgot a chest over there. Chest straight ahead. Right there. In that direction. Ugh, man, this, again, is so bad. I'm going to skip this one, too. I'm going to go for that chest. So bad. Duration, I guess. Chaos Tome. Jump height. Crosswalker. There we go. Duration. XP. Duration. Damage. 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 Aura, I guess. XP is fine. Ugh. Skip. Duration. Skip. Chaos Tome. Skip. All of our skips. As long as we're increasing our base damage, it's not the worst thing in the world. These rolls are pretty doo-doo, though. Okay, we're over 100 damage with Frostwalker, which is good. Flamewalker still needs to get up there. And our Duration Tomes and Chaos Tomes still have plenty of levels to give. We're almost capped on XP game, but we can still put XP Tome levels into that. Duration. We did get a difficulty buff, 589 now. Another Ice Crystal. Chest is good. What's our power up drop chance now? 1.3 is pretty low. Okay, we're in one-shot territory, so we need to make our way towards Gotta make our way towards the boss portal now. I think there's a magnet over this side. Go back to that chest here. We're going to have a lot more levels to pick through here. As a reminder, everybody, again, if you're enjoying all my Megabon content, you want to support the channel, maybe if you're not even subscribed here, I'd love to have you in the mosh pit. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Of course, clicking the like button, leaving a comment down below is the best thing to do if you want to support any channel here, small or large, on YouTube. And it's greatly appreciated. It helps let me know that you all want to see more episodes of Megabonk in the future. As we're still trying to, I don't know if this is going to be a, don't know if this is going to be a chart topping run here. It doesn't feel like it, but stranger things have happened. Kind of plowing through these upgrades here. Aura is almost maxed out. Now Flamewalker is also getting close to being maxed out too. Okay, Aura is now maxed. We are firmly in one-shot territory, so we got to be real cautious here. That's my last banish. Nice power-up drop chance is real good. It was free. XP Tome is almost maxed out. We are at the XP cap. You see there it stops at 10. Let's see what the legendary Chaos Tome gave us. 40% damage, movement speed, thorns, more movement speed. Good lord. Wish we'd get some luck like that. Flamewalker's almost maxed. If we can get that to 100 damage, base damage, that'd be great. The golden shield. Goes all of our gold. The Flamewalker is now firmly... Wow, they just threw that boulder at us. Level 40. And that's it for weapon upgrades. See, our damage scaling is just going to fluctuate all over the place. So putting level ups into XP Tome now is just a throwaway. We're basically doing that to try to get a better roll for a Chaos Tome roll. Yeah, so these aren't great here. Our difficulty 589 didn't quite get to 600%. That's going to definitely hurt us. And the keys didn't proc. We only have 5 of them, so it's not that surprising. There we go. We're down to 2 upgrades now. Pretty soon it's going to be just Chaos Tome upgrades. Duration Tome's almost there. One more on the Duration Tome. There you go. So it's just Chaos Tome upgrades now. Let's see what this gives us. See if we can get difficulty out of it. Got Lifesteal. We did get to 600 difficulty. Good. That's going to help out greatly. We get size, luck. We got some luck as well. Spawn increase 44%. I don't know about that one. Old gain doesn't really matter. %10 more damage is fine. Max HP, kind of whatever. Okay, we got hit there. We gotta get ready to leave here. They are getting through. It's because I'm not standing still. Purple Wisp time. Gotta go. All right. That was the last upgrade there on our, that was the last upgrade. So no more menus. We are officially at full build right now. I don't think we're gonna, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna one-shot him after this phase when we get Flamewalker back. Actually, no, we get Aura first. So yeah, we're definitely not gonna one-shot him. Gosh, jerk. Phase 1 done. And again, I don't know if taking the Duration Tome is the right thing to do on Noelle. It seemed to make sense to me, but it could also just be really hurting our DPS. It could be that Luck Tome was just better. As you can see, we absolutely do not need the size Tome at all with her passive. Maybe Luck is the right choice because we definitely got, I feel like we got the low end of the stick in terms of our chest and upgrade quality. It just doesn't feel like that we're dealing any damage. Our damage scaling is 9.6 right now. And I gotta say, going from Mega Chad to Noelle in terms of post-patch, Mega Chad I just see way more potential on Mega Chad with the way that his passive works now, and the flex stacking, permanent stacking damage scaling is insane. And I definitely want to try more builds with Mega Chad. I know that we just got done doing one, and the next video won't be Mega Chad. But he's the one I'm most excited about. I do truly think that he's going to start... When people figure out how to build him with his new passive, I think that we are going to see him dominate the leaderboards. Definitely not going as fast as I'd like, but Aura is also not doing a whole lot of lifting here. It's basically all Frostwalker. Gotta avoid the red ones. Alright, we got Flamewalker back now. It's time to roast. I think one of those red balls hit us. Yep. And again, because our duration's so high, we just have to basically just jump once, and we're just stacking all the Flamewalker stacks there. Here we go. All right, it's time to farm. So those of you on YouTube here, you get the privilege and the awesome option to skip over all this stuff just to see where this run ends. I don't, though. I have to sit here and wait through all of it. Since there's no more menus, yeah, we just sit here. So I don't think that we're going to break I don't think we're going to break 300. We needed to be at least at 150 here, and that ain't happening. So we'll probably break 2. But we're not going to beat Coach Krendor in this one, unfortunately. Late for the green credit card, unfortunately. Now we still could get some good legendaries here. Again, Holy Book would be massive. But when the Red Wisp familiars come out, it's over. They come out around 10 minutes, so we're going to have to survive at least until that. And I had a way more powerful run, a Noel run on stream, the one from the Tuesday stream, than this one. And the killing really slows down towards the end. But what I will say, though, is that my difficulty was around 1,000 because I kept waiting to take bigger and bigger Chaos, Curse Tome upgrades. And that could have contributed to just how incredibly durable that those Red Wisps are. We are right at the max of 601. That's perfect, nearly perfect. 600 would have been perfect. So they're at its max difficulty, and they're at max possible scaling that they can get with the player's help. So it's possible we may be able to kill at a higher rate, at a higher time, but I'm not anticipating this one going too much past 200. If we even get there. I mean, right now we're doing about 300 per tick, essentially. And we're highly encouraged just to sit here and wait. The reason why we don't want to move is because of idle juice. Chest. chest that landed outside the zone, which we can still get. You just have to fall into it, basically. Another ice crystal. Scaling's 27. Now it's 14. Now it's 28. So I'm hoping that Noel's scaling, because I've never had, we have 10 ice crystals. Like, I've never seen this many ice crystals ever. So I'm curious to see how well this works with her new passive. Oh, there's Jest. Attack speed's fine. Every chest we get is going to increase our damage by 2.5 and our luck by 6. Not that we need luck anymore, but again, it's still possible if your power-up drop chance is high enough, you can make them drop chests for further scaling and possibly legendary items. Obviously, the big one you want is the hourglass. That world, though. I do wish that the game, I hope that the game eventually does like sort of a fast forward, like game speed type deal. When you get to the final swarm, after maybe 2 minutes, you can increase the game speed, although that may make the game crash. The game, what I will tell you is that the game can barely handle past 10 minutes. And it gets down to a slideshow towards the very end. But it's still an impressive feat of coding. I mean, the game having to not only process all these effects and just how they work, but also when scaling is variable, and that's a lot of calculations for just one mob to see how much damage that they're inflicted with. It's really impressive. Megabonk is it's definitely one of the front runners for Game of the Year. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but especially with Silksong and Expedition or not Expedition 33, whatever it's called. Silksong, Blueprints definitely in there. I would have said Monster Hunter Wilds, but obviously, unfortunately, we know how that one went. But in terms of play hours since release, Megabonk might be the highest that I've had in a long time. We get a legendary fork. Giant fork's gonna give us mega crits now. It's gonna help us out to buy us maybe another minute or two. I don't know why I'm moving around. We don't need to pick up levels. Levels just literally don't matter anymore. I mean, we gain HP, but we might make 200. We did where this run ultimately ended up failing was that we didn't get Holy Book. We did not get Anvil until a little bit. I don't want to say too late, but the biggest reason why this one's going to fail is because our low luck. Our luck rating was not good, and I think that honestly, having done a full run with just an experiment with the Duration Tome, it doesn't seem like it's making that much of an impact on our damage scaling. We're at 66 right now, which is good, but I can get higher damage scaling on Robinette just from collecting gold. I've seen over 120, or sorry, over 210 damage scale with her. So in terms of damage scaling, I think that Robinette is easily still the strongest character in the game. Yeah, we're not even going to make 200. But we gave it a shot. This run pales in comparison. Yeah, it's way too late for that. This run pales in comparison to that run that I had on Tuesday, though. When I start getting hit, then I just start flying, basically. And it does buy you a lot more time and a lot more kills to fly. I do like the wacky craziness of the Chaos Tome. I don't know if the Chaos Tome is necessarily the best one. It can be very good if you're lucky, if you get the good rolls. Or boss busters would have been nice. We get 200, but we are absolutely not getting 300. Not without hourglasses and a lot more damage. As soon as they catch up, they just dogpile, and that's it. Don't think I'm gonna get this chest. Oh, I missed. So our damage scaling 69.4 right now. Now it goes up to 80, and that's because of the duration tome. But the lesser mobs there are, the less amount of scaling we're going to get because of the fact that there's not enough to freeze to go around. So I think it looks like 80 might be the cap here for us. 91, okay. That's not bad. I mean, that really is not terrible at all. Our base damage is just not incredible. You basically want all 3 weapons, unless you don't go Aegis. You want them to be at 100 base value. That's pretty much the mark that I go for. Oh, we got the chest, and it's attacked. 88.8%. 91 is the highest I've seen so far in Noelle. See if we can float over to this other chest here, but we are... The second they catch up, it's game over. And we're also only 15 seconds away from Red Wisps. The Red Wisps are no slouch. 112x right now on damage. We are in Red Wisp territory now. Oh, maybe not. I think they're actually 11 or 12 minutes, something like that. I'm gonna get this chest. 120x. Not bad. 123x. $130x. Really good, actually. But again, the only reason why that's stacking up to that high is because we're not killing anything. Yeah. There we go. So we didn't even get to Red Wisp territory, so... Gave it a shot. It's definitely not as nearly as strong as the other run that I had. 209 won't even get on the leaderboard, but I'm gonna be Coach Crendor, and when I do, you will all see it here. I will have 300,000 on the net, maybe on the next video, but it's gonna happen. And when I do, when I beat him, when I beat Dyrus, when I beat ultimately Jamjar Boy, you're gonna see it here on YouTube. So thank you for watching, everyone. Remember, if you enjoy this content, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. These videos take a lot of time to record. And a lot of my voice to do, obviously, to just kind of keep the momentum going. And you combine that with Isaac, and you combine that with Ball Pit, and it makes for a lot of I don't want to say work, but it makes for a lot of talking, put it that way. And so if you appreciate the effort as well, again, subscribe here if you haven't already. I'd love to hit 500,000 subs eventually, maybe hopefully 400,000 by the end of the year. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody.